Hello everyone, welcome back to part 79 of Starfield. We are continuing on with the Constellation quest line, and we are going to be doing Unity today. Mateo believes the word Unity may have hidden meanings to the Sanctum Universum. We should talk to Keeper Aquilus at the Sanctum. So we're just gonna walk there, because it's pretty close by. Yeah, so last video we unfortunately lost Barrett. I'm not too sure if I made the right decision. Judging from what Vladimir said about how Sarah was critically wounded, I'm assuming that it was a choice between Sarah and Barrett. And I chose Sarah because, like, I mean, come on, you gotta save your wife. But after Barrett died, we got his outfit, we got his jacket. So that makes me second guess my decision, because Sarah has a really cool leather jacket. And I know you're not supposed to let your wife die, but if your wife dies and you get to keep her cool leather jacket, that's a completely different story. So I don't know if I made the right decision. Yeah, we'll keep rolling with it, I guess. Keeper Aquilus.
Keeper Aquilus? Can we...
Who the hell is this guy?
Oh, Mateo. It's been too long. How are your parents? Your mother still struggling with that azalea garden?
No, she figured that out a while ago. Had to adjust the pH levels in the soil. But, Keeper, I didn't come to catch up.
Oh. Well, what's on both your minds?
This is all you, Mateo.
Keeper, we were hoping to talk to you about Unity.
You want to subject your friend here to one of our talks, Mateo? The future of humanity is always a long discussion.
No, that's not exactly what I meant. Keeper, when you talk about Unity, well, does it mean anything else? Something secret?
Perhaps you should talk about this inside.
Even just the sound of his voice is comforting. Have you ever heard one of his sermons? They're
whatever.
really good.
See ya, slowpokes. How'd they get in there so fast? Ooh.
I try and take a few trips each. I'm happy to help out in whatever way I can here. Anything, Thomas.
Never been in here before.
That first jump. It changes you, unlocks something within you.
Can we take all these pillows? Among the grab jumps. Yeah. Not reading this. That's so damn long. Maybe an edit. Definitely not reading it out loud.
Now that we have a little privacy, why don't you tell me exactly what it is that brought you two here?
I'm not sure if we want to go into like the artifacts and temples, so we'll just go with the Starborn thing. We were attacked by a group called the Starborn.
We've lost people, Keeper.
Oh, I'm so sorry to hear that. And these Starborn, I take it they're different from the people of the settled systems? There have always been mysteries that seem to defy our understanding of the universe. Beyond rational thought, we enter life as an act of someone else's faith in us. There's no way of knowing who we will become, and yet the risk is made anyway. So you've pushed into the unknown, not knowing where it would take you. And it's brought you here.
We know it's a stretch, but we hope you can help us.
I think I can. If you're willing to find your way in the dark for a bit longer, I can give you a path to discovering its meaning. There's an old story, far older than the Sanctum Universum, of someone who walked the settled systems and saw every corner of it. This pilgrim claimed he found the true meaning of unity. I always thought of it as just a parable for trying to bring humanity together, but maybe it's more.
Maybe this pilgrim was a starborn?
I'm not sure if he was. But if what you're looking for is connected, then anything might be possible.
Let's hear the story then. There must be more to it.
In my story, the pilgrim met the founders of the House of Enlightenment and the enigmatic cult of the Varun. And he gave them each a part of the truth. Then he goes to his final resting place to live out the rest of his days in contemplation of infinitum addendum, his addition or contribution to the infinite. But what if the story isn't a metaphor, but a code, a way of finding the pilgrim again, or at least his grave?
Sounds like the House of Enlightenment and Varun have the other parts then.
I agree. I think you need to talk to them about this unity pilgrim. And clearly, not just in a theological sense, as I have.
Fine, I'll talk to them.
The enlightened work out of the well here in New Atlantis, helping the poorest citizens find a better life for themselves.
Yeah,
Varun
we've met them
worshippers
before.
are more enigmatic. But there is a lone zealot that was captured recently.
Oh, this must be the
for
one that was
attacking UC
held
ships.
in the
I
UC
visited her
prison.
a couple of times. Hopefully, she'll be willing to talk to you as well.
I'll stay here with the Keeper. We need to catch up. And I wouldn't mind asking him a few more questions. The Keeper and I have some catching
Sure,
up to do.
whatever.
You go ahead.
We'll make our way to the well first, I suppose.
Thank you for helping Tahir. Hopefully he'll make a full recovery. If it's about the financial or food assistance programs, we are backlogged. Don't worry, we're doing everything we can. Oh, you're not? Sorry. Can I help you?
Keeper Aquila sent me. I need to talk about the pilgrims. I'm looking for something called unity, and no, not some vague concept of the word.
Did Keeper Aquila send you? Oh
Yeah,
boy.
go with that one.
Interesting. It appears we've struck a nerve.
Oh yeah, Sarah's back.
Listen, I've talked about this with him a ton of times, and there's no record of a Unity pilgrim. But since you both insist, our early records are mostly administrative. Humanitarian projects, group counseling notes, charity expenditures. But there is a series of exchanges the founding members recorded in a lot of detail. It's the closest thing I have to what Aquilas is describing.
If you're going to recite those meeting notes at me, I want coffee and donuts.
We might actually have some, but anyway. A man walks into the first House of Enlightenment. The founding members just call him the Drifter. So they think he's a charity case at first, but no, the Drifter asks them a bunch of questions. If your philosophy is built on an individual's own morality, what about the second person? That second person might disagree. Isn't the problem of two what you're really looking for? And the founders respond, each individual must understand how the second person lifts them up. All of human effort is a story of cooperation pushing us forward. And it kind of goes on like that. He comes back every week for a year. Same conversation every time. Second person this, the problem of two that.
I also hate the number 2 with fire passion.
That's what you got out of that, huh? Honestly, I think the founding members made it all up. There was a little more hesitation being openly atheist in the early days. I think they were experimenting with writing their own scripture. Fortunately, that got abandoned pretty quick. After the records of the Drifter end, you never see anything like it again.
Can you tell me anything else about Unity? What it means?
Besides what the Keeper would say about it? Sounds like a gathering point, or a center. Or, in mathematics, it would mean one, like the one, the first or the beginning.
Thank you. You've given me a lot to think about.
Always happy to help. If you'll excuse me, I've got a lot of aid efforts to coordinate.
Okay, talk to the Varun prisoner. This leads to the spaceport, where they're at, so we'll go through here. Okay, we're at UC Security.
Another day, another shift.
This person that we never knew why she was here.
A visitor?
Mirza.
I have all the company I need.
That is the single loneliest statement I've ever heard.
Jokes. You come to hear about Varun. Like the guards. Like the Keeper.
I don't think it was a joke. It was an attempt at some genuine sympathy.
The Great Serpent waits in the shadows. He will entwine the universe, and all but the faithful will be made as dust. That is the truth. No more, no less.
Someone should make like a Great Serpent mod where there's just like a giant like space serpent. Kind of like Subnautica in space. A cosmic serpent seems like a poor answer to the universe's problems.
Now wait a moment. No matter how strange things might seem to you, there's no reason to insult this person's beliefs.
It is not an answer, for there is no
Oh, shut up, Sarah.
The Great Serpent will come. All concerns are meaningless in the face of the oblivion he will assuredly bring. You wish to speak of the Keeper's Pilgrim, do you not? I will tell you of him, and then you will leave. Jinan Varun meets the unbeliever. He gives false prophecy to Jinan. But such is Jinan's conviction in the Great Serpent, he does not hesitate. He cuts the unbeliever down. But the unbeliever returns. Jinan realizes the Great Serpent is testing him, and he will not be found wanting. 4 times they fight. Over 120 rotations of the planet they are on. Remember these 4 battles, Jinan, the unbeliever says. Remember these 120 rotations. But Jinan knows this is blasphemy, and delivers the killing blow. That is all.
Okay. I need to know the meaning of the word unity.
I have heard of no such thing. If it exists, it is a shadow that the Great Serpent casts to deceive the faithless.
There must be more to your god than just killing.
Strength and conviction show your worthiness to the Great Serpent. The kill is not as important as showing there is no doubt. I grow tired of speaking. Leave me.
We should have a talk.
Okay, fine,
when
whatever.
You have the time, of course.
Let's go back to Aquilus. Okay, we're back here. Sarah wanted to talk to us, so we'll talk to her.
Look, I wanted to take this opportunity to thank you. The fact that you risked your life to save me, I don't know what to say.
Your thank you is more than enough, and give me your leather jacket.
Then I'll say it again. From the bottom of my heart. Thank you. My only wish is that my rescue hadn't come at the expense of Barrett's life. He was one of my closest colleagues, and a cherished friend. He always knew how to make me laugh. I'll miss him dearly.
No one's blaming you for what happened.
I don't have to. I blame myself. Our charter at Constellation has always been to analyze the unknown, but rarely at the expense of our members' lives. Yet all the while, I've been cavalier about taking risks and pushing the boundaries, not appreciating the true cost of my actions. Had I not pushed so hard to pursue the Starborn, perhaps none of this would have happened at all, and Barrett would still be alive.
You can't take responsibility for the Starborn's aggression.
Of course I can. Damn it! Why is this happening to us?
Calm down.
Explorers. Our curiosity pushes us to seek answers to life's mysteries. It's one of the core traits of humankind. Yet in return, this is what the universe throws at us. Beings from God knows where who are trying to murder us. Why? What have we done wrong?
It's simply bad luck, Sarah.
No. I refuse to allow Barrett's death to be attributed to bad luck. It isn't fair. The question is, where do we go from here? Do we stop exploring? Stop pushing
Hell no.
boundaries? Take a more aggressive posture towards the universe? I don't know where to begin.
We will leave a trail of blood. We continue moving forward, but use extreme caution along the way.
Agreed. I just hope it's enough caution that we don't leave ourselves open to another attack. Well, I suppose that's all I had on my mind for now. Oh, it was a relief to get all of that out in the open. I'm sorry I got so angry. But I assure you, it's nothing personal. You're the only one I feel comfortable talking with about these things.
I'm happy to be your galactic explorer and punching bag all in one.
Who knew you had so many incredible uses? Well, we have a long road ahead of us. I suppose it's high time we get back to work.
Okay. Ooh, Mateo's gone. Talk to you again? Yeah.
Oh, you're back. What did you learn? Was there something hidden in their stories?
Bunch of nonsense. The Enlightened story used the word second and two.
Planets are often named by number. That second might mean the second planet in the system. What else did you learn?
I spoke to the Varun Zealot. She said Janan fought 4 times over 128 days.
If there really is a location the Pilgrim wanted us to find, those do sound awfully like coordinates. Was there anything else?
Well, your story. In your story, the Pilgrim contemplates infinitum addendum. That must mean something.
Yes. What he added to infinity. Maybe that points to a name. If we're looking for his resting place, we'd need to know the name of the star system, wouldn't we? Let's see. We have something that could be coordinates. Something that could point to a planet in the system. But what's the name of the system? Infinitum addendum. What if we break down the parts? No systems named finite or add. That just leaves in and dumb. Well, that's certainly how I feel.
Next planet I'm finding, I'm naming Dum Dum. What do you think?
Well, I suppose that'll make someone laugh.
Indum, that's the name of the star system.
Yes, that's it. The second planet in Indum. At 4 and 120. That's where you'll find the Pilgrim's resting place. And from there, maybe you'll find the true meaning of unity. Before you go, you've now spoken to many different perspectives in our universe. In a way, you'll be carrying their philosophies with you on this journey. I know you're looking for a specific unity, but if you had to guess what it was, what interpretation would you give it?
It's just a word, and I need to take responsibility for finding it, not pray.
And once you know, what will you do? Even the most objective scientist holds the belief that observation itself will be of benefit to humanity. You will be taking a similar part of yourself with you when you find the answer. Will that not color your perception of it?
The benefit of science is that a person's thought can be tested.
So you intend to find the truth, and then have that truth confirmed by your peers. Unity is a reality born of observation and agreement?
It's the scientific method, and I swear by it myself.
Well, I won't keep you any longer. This has been fun, I have to admit. Go, find your truth.
No, Indum 2, let's just fast travel there. Okay, we are at Pilgrim's Rest. Let's take some of that. And this is their camp, I suppose.
Look at all this. Whoever lived at this homestead seemed to have settled in for the long haul. That jump looked painful. Not doing that.
Pilgrim's Riding 4. Let's find them in order. 3. Ugh. 2. 4, 3, 2. 1. Let's read 1. Pilgrim's Riding 1. The creditless simplicity of mundane humans never ceases to amaze me. My worst instincts, the evil spirit, draw me towards a form of contempt for them, but I remember that I am privy to that which they are not. I cannot and should not judge them for their lack of vision, when I know very well that the blinders which obscure their sight. I once wore them myself, after all. I hope for their sake they may someday understand, but for my sake I wish to be left alone. Okay. Access the locked room. We'll get back to this. There's another book here. That's number 5. Ugh. Alien stew. Okay. So we'll get number 2 first, which is this one. Pilgrim's Riding 2. Pilgrim's Riding 2. So here's the crux of my troubles. To accomplish anything, I need to work with other people. I need assistants, I need workers, I need hands. As we work together, they inevitably ask questions and I can never help talking. It starts innocently enough. They want to understand how someone who believes in science can also believe in the divine. Or they have their own misunderstandings, instilled by some borderline religious remnant. My weakness is my inability to let alone. I want them to understand, so I try, gently as I might, to nudge their minds along to the right path. Then, there are numerous follow-ups and followings. The trouble is that I genuinely care for these people. It would be so much easier if I didn't. And then number 3... Nope, can't count. This one's number 3. Pilgrim's Riding 3. Today, in a soft voice, my assistant asked me if there was anything above the Unity. It was all I could do to keep from shouting that I could scarcely comprehend the misunderstanding that would lead to such a question. It was asked honestly and I answered as best I could, but if even my closest confidant here can fail to grasp the most basic of these truths, why am I bothering to explain any of it to any of them? Every word that drops from my mouth gets gobbled up, misheard, misremembered, misunderstood, and mistranslated before I can issue the slightest clarification. People are necessary, but people are madness. I attempted to withdraw, to go off alone, to commune with Unity in my own way. They followed. Of course they followed. And then... number 4. Pilgrim's Riding 4. At last, a little bit of peace. A piece of peace. Is that anything? Is that funny? Why am I trying to be funny? Have they driven me mad at last? Is there a difference between writing to myself and talking to myself? The former certainly seems more acceptable than the latter. I recall again that my mind is my own, and that even if only it exists, that is sufficient for me to believe in everything else. The unity has restored me once more. This time I act alone, for now. Myself is a formidable opponent. I should have expected as much, but vanity is, thankfully, not among my vices. Regardless, it turns out time spent in solitude is, in my case, time with a very sick man, or whatever it is I have become. I don't like this person. Okay, so this is about him going solo. So this might be talking about the hunter, the Starborn, the hunter, because one of our NPCs mentioned about him fighting alone. Program Writing 5. I find myself thinking about his various past and possible futures. I imagine continuing on the road, acquiring more power, more knowledge, more development of myself. I imagine passing through once more to another world to begin the process anew. What is notable here? That road does seem gratifying. Every step is one of intrinsic reward, and I feel myself anticipating the pleasures and seeing a more contented version of myself in that future. Then, for the sake of considering all possibilities, I imagine if I took a different path, if I stopped running, stopped seeking to gather my own power, if I instead embraced the twinges of compassion I feel in my heart, and let myself care for the people who seem to gather about me wherever I try to work, if I simply lived and taught, and perhaps brought others to the light and died, that road also seems gratifying. I also see a contented version of myself in that future. Here is the difference though. When I stop thinking about the glories that I could achieve for myself, the pleasure fades nearly immediately. When I stop thinking about staying and building something, the feeling endures. There's something more sustaining about it, more fulfilling. I don't know what this difference signifies, but I'm grateful for the time I've taken to notice it. Passing through to another world to begin the process anew. So maybe some sort of like dimensional or time travel. Just repeating over and over again. And then here it's talking about possibly just not doing that and then just letting it all go. But whenever he does that, he can't stop thinking about what he could have achieved if he keeps going. So he's just like conflicted about it, I guess. Okay, let's open this door. Pilgrim's computer. Unlock personal room. If you came seeking the right answers, you will know what questions to ask. What is the unity? Wait, can I go back? Where's the food? Fine. What is the unity? I return your question with the question. If you have read my writings, what is the burden of people? People are necessary, but people are madness. Who is your most formidable opponent? Myself. Where does enduring contentment come from? In stopping and embracing compassion. You came here seeking the true meaning of unity. If you still wish to find it, there is one final piece of myself in the next room. I found my own answer a long time ago, but not in the way that I was expecting. I hope your journey gives you the truth. Program's final writing. I don't know what the correct answer is. I might never. Increasingly, though, I am comfortable with not knowing. The more I reflect on being here, in this world, in this time, the more I think it is precisely where I need to be. This time will be different. It won't be about me, so I won't have to run. I can clearly build something with intent instead of scrambling to fix something that others create in my name. It can be something beneficial. I can be something beneficial. I'm leaving behind that other person. This world has no place for him. Let him die. Let me live to enlighten the blessed universe before me. You have found the end of my journey, but to know everything you must find its beginning. On Hyla 2, the island hides the scorpion, and the scorpion's sting hides the truth. Scorpius? Yeah, so I guess this pilgrim decided to stop his travels and just be content with staying where he is what I'm gathering here. Okay, find Scorpion Sting on Hyla 2. Let's go. Hunting Ikuradon. It's hunting.
What an incredibly beautiful sculpture. I suspect it was placed here for some sort of specific purpose, rather than as an artistic
What
statement.
sculpture? And where the hell's my ship? Oh, it's all the way over there. Damn. Oh, there's a bunch of these guys.
Got anything on your scanner?
Temperament territorial. I don't want to get any closer. Sarah, go. Sarah, go. I hate how you can't control your companions. I'm just gonna walk around. I guess they don't really care. Famous last words. Oh, okay. Tail is over here, maybe? Maybe up one? Go to the last star of the Scorpius constellation. Anything I can pick up here? No? Oh, look at that. Yeah, I don't think I can make it up there. Alright, let's get out of here. Go to the last star of the Scorpius constellation. Let's fast travel there. Oh, starboard. Keeper Aquila sent me to find the true meaning of unity.
He did. Now it's all starting to make sense. You should come aboard. There's another Starborn here who is very interested in meeting you.
I can speak for myself. Constellation ship, you weren't invited to this meeting, but much of our conversation has been about you. It's only fitting you should join us. I will personally guarantee your safety as long as you come in peace.
And think of it as a ceasefire meeting. Your one shot at getting those answers you must desperately want.
Who's the second Starborn that's guaranteeing my safety?
Let's just say they're very dedicated to stopping me from getting the artifacts. So if you don't trust me, well, they're your next best bet.
I know your encounters with our kind have not been pleasant, but we are here to talk, and you deserve answers.
A ceasefire meeting? Are the Starborn at war?
Not a bad description, actually.
We'll explain when we meet.
Fine. Well, fine. I'll begin the docking procedure.
See? We can all get along. For now.
I'll just blow your ship out of orbit. Kill two birds with one stone. Well, at least we get to finally see the interior of these ships. Board? Retrieve waiting followers. So, she's not joining us. Ooh. Hello. That's nice.
Hello.
Damn it.
Again. Do you remember the Emissary, perhaps? And their ship, the Helix? I believe they ambushed you above Neon and demanded that artifact you worked so hard to gain.
Thank you for the stellar introduction.
Honestly, forgot his name. But
Your
I guess sure.
success is unprecedented. Before you came, we were just discussing how continued use of force against you is unwise.
Damn right it is.
I don't think your patient counselor act is working on them.
We are not a monolithic people. The Starborn are individuals. Some are united in cause. Others are in it for themselves.
We're all in it for ourselves. Some of us are just more honest. The Emissary threatened your ship, demanded you hand over your artifact. How is that so different from what I did?
We needed to warn you off. Every encounter with one of our kind could spell disaster.
For whom, exactly? I say whoever can collect them should.
You're talking in circles. I came to learn about the Unity.
Yes. Let's talk about what really matters.
The Unity. You are on the path to it. It is a place, a gateway. It is where we were reborn.
Not a relatively expendable Dusty anymore, are you? Look at where you've ended up.
Huh. I wonder if this emissary would be Sarah if we let Sarah die. Barrett? It can't be. It can't be you. I saw you die.
I'm not who you think I am. This universe is only the first one you've been to. I've seen hundreds. Where I came from, I was the one who ran to the Eye. I left you behind to protect the artifacts, and the Hunter killed you.
One of me, at least.
I collected the remaining artifacts, and they opened the way to the center of my universe, and the doorway to an infinite number of others. That is the Unity. When I stepped into it, I became a Starborn. It's how I've entered other worlds, including yours.
But both of you are trying to keep people from it.
I have to. this is bigger than all of us. All the artifacts are needed to complete the Armillary and open the way to the Unity. In every universe, the Starborn fight over them. Innocent people die. You've witnessed the power granted by the temples, the anarchy that can be unleashed. Someone has to decide who should get them.
Here it comes. The Emissary tells you only the worthy should enter heaven.
You're twisting what I mean.
They're hypocrites. They use the chaos caused by the hunt for the artifacts to establish an order where they decide who's worthy.
He's not wrong.
I attacked your lodge because I wanted the artifacts, and you held me off. You got away. That wasn't some morality play. You didn't survive because of righteousness. You won because of persistence, luck, and skill. As I have done countless times.
I was also human once. But what does it matter who or what I was when eternity is within your grasp?
Oh, I didn't recognize him with the helmet, but... Huh. Keeper Aquilus? No, some other version of the same person.
You're learning. My other self wants you to walk the path he walks. To give up. To appreciate the universe you have. Easy for a person who's seen everything, done everything. I think you should see it for yourself.
You've never come this far. Not in all the universes I've seen. The path to the Unity is opening to you.
You're going to tip the scales one way or another. Better your hand be on one of our sides.
Whose side exactly? I'm not helping someone who'd murdered my friend.
Don't you understand what we're talking about? There's an infinite number of your friend out there in the multiverse. One is right over there. Besides, why fight me again when you don't have to?
I want a truce between all three of us. Give you some time to think over which approach to the Unity is the one you want. Mine or the Hunters?
Yes. Let's see how willing you are to live under someone else's rules. Just remember, one of us isn't trying to judge you.
Huh. Let's explore the ship. This is so empty. Okay, let's talk to
everything I can.
This dude.
You might think the Emissary is on your side, but your persistence is what forced them to tell you the truth. Remember that.
You called the Emissary a hypocrite. Why?
They enter the Unity, take artifacts from others, employ force. All the things I do. I am many things, but I would never tell anyone what to do with their gifts. That is your decision, not someone else's. The Emissary wants to become the judge of who gets to enter, but the Unity itself doesn't judge.
After you attacked the lodge, why would you let me go? Why?
To see what would happen, of course. You might not understand just how many times I've done this. Usually, you're the one who ends up dead, and whoever cries over your body goes on to become the Emissary. Sometimes I manage to get you all bunched up and take care of the problem in one go. Sometimes the Emissary has gotten to me first, and I never arrive. Hundreds and hundreds of variations of me, packing through Constellation. And it's almost never you. You making it to your ship on your own. It's new. I took it as a sign. I don't get many of those anymore.
You had this meeting because of me?
No, we always end up having this meeting at this time. But it's the usual affair. Can we make peace? No. Oh, how tragic. Honestly, I was beginning to wonder why I kept attending. And it's bad habit I started a long time ago. Perhaps I just like meeting the Emissary to gloat.
He has a very sarcastic personality.
But you
didn't really expect that,
provided something quite new
given
to
we know
talk
who he
about.
is now.
Maybe you're a random die roll. Or maybe the Unity is finally responding to all my hard work.
What is the Unity to you? Why kill for it?
Whoever created the artifacts and built those temples is playing a game with us. One whose prize is access to the center of all creation. There are no rules. Whoever gets all the pieces wins. And I've won. Over and over. I don't kill for the Unity. I find the easiest pathway to it.
Why did you attack us? Probably don't really need to ask this.
I've simply found that it's the quickest way. Talking, forming alliances, waiting for the right moment to commit theft. It's all so tiresome. I'll admit, you getting away has been the most interesting thing to happen in quite some time. As soon as I realized what had happened, I knew I needed to wait until this meeting with the Emissary to decide what to do about you.
Okay, let's talk to the Emissary.
I'm sure you have more questions. Ask.
What exactly is the armillary?
When all the artifacts are assembled, the device they create is called the armillary. In many ways, it's a model of the multiverse itself. Through it, you can reach the Unity. And from there, you can become Starborn.
So you try to protect the artifacts, keep them from being abused?
You've seen the terror the Hunter causes. Every time a Starborn goes through the Unity, they get more artifacts, find more temples, gain more power. We can't let more like him abuse these gifts to destroy whatever's in their way.
I mean, the Hunter does have a point saying that he's hypocritical, but at the same time, the Hunter is also the person that killed our friends, so... Who was I in your universe? What was I like?
Different. I never know who you are when I meet a new version. But so much of you stays the same. It's hard. But each universe is precious in its own way. Mine will never have its original you in it again. As yours won't have its real me.
Which also means that Barrett we know is completely dead, and this Barrett might have like a completely different personality, and he's just like power hungry. What happens when you enter the Unity?
It's not an easy experience to describe, but the Unity will speak to you, offer you the chance to become Starborn. You will be leaving this universe behind to be reborn. Everything you were before will be gone. Maybe that's why it offers the choice. Compassion? Or is it testing us?
So that's what the Pilgrim was talking about then, like going through the cycle over and over again until he finally decides to stop. Pilot seat. Damn it. I guess we're leaving.
Before you leave, I want to give you something. A way to another artifact, but also a lesson in how dangerous they can be. Seek the moon of old Earth. There are secrets there you must discover.
I was gonna go there eventually anyways.
Here, to open the way.
Like what other? You Starborn sure like your you must see for yourself nonsense.
I do not always know if you are a person I should be helping. Forgive me. I have also found that advice is a poor substitute for experience. I ask you again, go to Earth's moon. You should also talk to your colleagues in Constellation. I am sure that they have gathered more information on the remaining artifacts in the fringes of space. Part of me wonders what they will all say about what you have learned. But I will leave that to you.
In their footsteps. Complete in their footsteps. Okay. I will probably end the video here then. I mean, he didn't even gain anything from attacking us. Like, we didn't... He didn't get any of our artifacts, so... He could have literally just not attacked us. He was just being an asshole. Okay. Yeah, so I'll end the video here. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye.